Hi, senor, or that you want to see my Pokemon Day special. If you watch your subscriptions by order, or you just happened to watch my videos already, you know what is the surprise, but it's still not over. If you didn't watch my videos already, then I've got a surprise today. This is Pokemon Day, February 27th, although I'm recording this on February 24th, but this doesn't matter. I've got my Pokemon shirt, as you can see, and my dog over there, Nikki. Say hi. He looked. That's enough when it comes to him. So, what I'm going to do is I've got this little questions thing. And I'm just gonna read them out and then read my answers. And what I want you guys to do on the comments is write your answers. Yeah! I will leave the questions in the description just so you don't have to actually rewatch the video to remember what are the questions. Well, let's begin. First is your least favorite gym leader. I started kind of negative, I have to admit that. But basically you take all the gym leaders, and take the one you like the least. So for say if as a child you just had to rebattle Brock again and again and again and again, and it made you really frustrated and you hated Brock for that, write Brock. Though I'm not sure anyone really struggled with Brock. If you did, then that means you have a Charmander, but you didn't go to catch a Pokemon with a fighting move. Well, next up is number 2, least favorite champion. There we go. Your least favorite champion, pretty self-explanatory again. Basically you take all 9, I think there are champions. Yeah, 9. You take all 9 champions, and pick the one you like the least, and that's it. Let's say if you thought Diantha was extremely easy and you did not have fun defeating her, and you think she's too weak for a champion and you don't like her for that, then write Diantha. This time my example made sense. because Diantha is easy. I don't think I've ever lost a battle in Pokemon X. Well, why? I didn't play X. Well, next up is your favorite gym leader. Pretty self-explanatory. Well, all of them are pretty self-explanatory. I'll stop saying that. You take all the gym leaders. I'm not sure how many there are, because there are tons. And pick the one you like the most. Now, I'm not sure why there isn't anything Gen 7 related. Don't ask me why. I just didn't write anything. Gen 7 related. So just what these are helping other people to know about you is, well, what were your struggles, what was easy for you, what's your taste in, what do you like, easy or hard battles, or in between. That's what I like. Yeah, favorite champion again helps people know where your struggles, what was too easy for you, what do you like, easy, hard, in between. Again, you just pick all 9 champions, and actually, there are 10. No. Between 10 to 8. Depends on what do you count as a champion. Yeah. So you look at all of them and pick the one you like the most. Next up is least favorite rival. You take all how many rivals there actually are, I don't know anymore. You take a look at all of them and rate which one is your least favorite, which one you like the least. What this helps know about you is, well, do you like a lot of rivals? Do you like one rival? Do you like 2 rivals? Do you like easy rivals? Do you like hard rivals? Basically, what's your taste in Pokemon character, and and again, do you like easy or hard battles, or in between? Your favorite rival? Pretty similar, I have to say. Just with the one you like the most instead of the one you like the least. You just again, this helps tell the same things about you. Next up is favorite Pokemon. I'm not sure why I didn't put this on number 1, but it's number 7. It's on the first half. Again, you take all 805 or how many there are on the time you're watching this. Sorry, 807. I always get confused. All 807 Pokemon, or how many there are at the time you're watching this, and you take your favorite. That's usually a thing most people do pretty early in their life as a Pokemon fan. I think you know mine, but we'll save that for another time. So, this helps know if you like cute Pokemon, if you like tough Pokemon. Sometimes you like both, but one better. Usually it also helps know your favorite type, but this is part of the quiz, so I guess not. It doesn't have to. Next up is least favorite Pokemon. Same thing. Actually, this is more. Usually, it's more personal. It's usually not about the design, although some people really hate design Pokemon because of their design, which I don't dislike a Pokemon for its design. I might not like it as much as others, but I don't dislike it. Disliking it is for a personal reason, or a non-personal reason. Well, my least favorite, your least favorite Pokemon helps know your taste, if you like Pokemon, if design matters that much to you. What are your personal experiences? It helps. These are probably the most different two things that are like favorite and least favorite, same thing. Favorite eeveelution. Take a look at all 8, or however there may be at the time you're watching this. Maybe Gen 8 will release a new eeveelution. Let's hope it will. So you take a look at all eeveelutions and pick your favorite. Again, this is probably something you already picked. Probably. Your least favorite eeveelution, you just take a look at all eeveelutions and pick your least favorite. Your favorite type, oh, I forgot to mention what this helps now. Usually it helps know what's most important for you in a Pokemon. Sometimes it helps know your favorite type. If you like cool or cute Pokemon better. Your favorite type. Again, you look at all 18. I don't think they will release more types because the meta is pretty balanced right now when it comes to types. There is no ruler of all types that is pretty OP. So you take a look at all 18 types and you pick your favorite. Again, this is something most people do pretty early in their Pokemon fan life. This helps know what kind of person you are usually, because usually you pick a type that like suits you, I guess. Least favorite type, pretty similar, just this you pick in the type you like the least. This usually, I'm not exactly sure how to describe it, what it helps know about you, but just does. Favorite starter, this is usually nostalgia, unless you watched the anime as a dedicated fan of the anime a lot before you played the games, and thus it's usually about design and role in the anime. So yeah, usually when it's the anime thing, it's not the fully evolved one that is your favorite, and when it's the game, the nostalgia thing, it's the fully evolved one, because you usually remember your starter as fully evolved because that you spent the most time with it as fully evolved. Then least favorite starter, this is usually design. Out of the ones you don't have nostalgic attachment to, what is your least favorite design-wise? Usually. Not always. Sometimes you really hate a starter for some reason. Favorite gen, this is usually knowledge about your background as a Pokemon fan. Like, what was your first game or something? Or when did you start watching the anime? I started watching from episode 1 of season 1, but that doesn't matter. Least favorite gen, this is usually just the one you are attached to the least. Most nostalgic Pokemon, this helps uncover your background. Usually it'll be the starter of your first playthrough, like the fully evolved starter of your first playthrough. Favorite region, I don't know why I didn't do least favorite region. Okay, now I know. Favorite region, again, you just take a look at all 7 or more, if you're watching this in the future, regions, and pick your favorite. Usually this is nostalgia things. Usually. Not always. Let's move on to my answers. My favorite gym leader and champion is Wallace. That's just because he replaced Steven in Emerald. Sorry if I spoiled Emerald for you. And I just don't like that he did that. My favorite gym leader, right? That's number 3, yeah. My favorite gym leader is apparently Tate and Liza. I I wrote them. I don't know why, just because they're Hoenn, I guess. See, I would have wrote Juan because, well, he's a water gym leader, and he didn't replace Steven in Emerald. But then again, I never played Emerald I don't have a memorable experience with Emerald that I finished. Thus, I guess I wrote Tate and Liza but they're the closest to him. I don't know why I wrote Tate and Liza. I should probably switch that to someone else. Maybe Giovanni. I don't know. 4 is blue. I think I'll go for blue. Yeah, I might do fixes because I started this I wrote these things a long time ago. Next up, my favorite champion is Steven Stone. It was the first ever champion I ever beat, like, on a console, because I did play a silver emulator before my Alpha Sapphire version, and did reach Lance, and I did defeat him, but I don't remember the battle against him. And Steven is more nostalgic as a champion. So I played Alpha Sapphire. That was my first one. He's a pretty he's not a very hard champion, but he's not a very easy one either. He's in between, which is cool. And he's, well, hard enough for champions. I think champions should be more like Steven. And he is a more popular champion. Or maybe not, because there aren't many, so. I don't know. Yeah, capital letters fixing. Next up is my least favorite rival, Trevor. I don't really like that they did so many rivals in Kalos, because they kind of shared the spotlight, and there wasn't any space for character development. The most character development a rival did, like a Kalos rival did, was before the games started. The main rival, which is the playable character you didn't pick, the main rival became like decided, no, I'm not related to my parents. I don't care, they're great trainers. I'm good because of myself. And that was the most character development a character had in Kalos. So then Tierno is kind of funny, and he is memorable in the anime, while Shauna is she has a little something funny about her. I'll tell you in a second. And for some reason I really remember the part where we chased Furfru, and I didn't realize what I'm supposed to do with Shauna, and then I did understand what's going on with this thing, and we watched fireworks together. I remember that scene. I don't know why, I just remember that scene. So, something funny about her, she's actually supposed to have romantic feelings for the player, which is hilarious because you can pick a girl and then she would have romantic feelings toward you. And there I thought that in Pokemon Insurgents I found the first lesbian. Well, I guess I'm not sure when did it come out, though I think after Kalos. So apparently Shauna could have been the first lesbian in Pokemon, which is cool. Capital letter. So next up is favorite rival, right? Favorite rival? Yeah, favorite rival. Blue. I just think he like really pushes you forward to be the very best, and he feels more of a rival than Silver, because Silver is also annoying and has a personality of I am better than you no matter what you do. But Blue just feels like a rival because he appears really often and you know him as a rival. Well, next up is favorite Pokemon, right? Number 7, yeah, favorite Pokemon. Capital C. Charmander. So Charmander, it's my favorite Pokemon. I think it's extremely cute. And it was pretty cool in the anime. Like, its character arc was really cool. Next up is least favorite Pokemon, Lurantis. Though I have to say, Dusk Lycanroc is giving it a run for its money. So, backstory time. I battled Lurantis pretty confidently. I had a Trumbeak. It was in Pokemon Moon. I had a Trumbeak. I was pretty confident in myself. And then boom, Solar Blade. No, was it Solar Blade? No, I don't think so. Something, and it just KO'd Trumbeak. Like, I don't remember if I actually managed to damage it with Trumbeak. And then, I tried another Pokemon. Maybe it will work. I don't know. All of them failed. Every single one failed. And then, so it also summoned Trumbeak, which was really annoying. It was just killing my team as well. So I killed it because it's easier to kill. And then Cast Form, the real threatening partner for Totem Lurantis. Oh yeah, did I say it was the Totem Lurantis? It was the Totem Lurantis. The actually threatening partner, ally to Totem Lurantis. It has Sunny Day, which means Solar Blade, Lurantis' most powerful move, becomes one turn. it becomes a one-turn move. That was so frustrating. So then I leveled up my team a bit and came for a rematch. I failed again. Afterwards, I just took so I caught a young goose or something, and found the TM for acrobatics. So then I sent out young goose to take the solar blade, just so Brion won't take it and be KO'd. Before that battle, I took the water EMZ from Brion, just so it won't hold an item, because why would I need a water EMZ in a fight against a totem Lurantis? I acrobatics and it worked. It did like more than half damage. It was so great. And I finally managed to KO it with a strategy, of course. So that's a lesson. When you struggle against someone, find a strategy. Well, that's why I hate Lurantis. Well, next up is favorite evolution. Vaporeon. Basically, it's a water type. I think it's really cute and kind of cool, and it's probably the water thing that makes me say that, but I think it's cuter than Eevee. Don't kill me, please. Though I never used one, because I always pick the water starter. And when I didn't, it was usually either in a monotype run, in a solo run, or in Ultra Moon, which I'm not sure you can find wild Eevees there. Oh wait, you can. But I already planned out my team for that. So yeah. My water type was Golisopod. Big mistake. If you want a water bug type, use a rock hornet. It is better, believe me. Next up is least favorite evolution. I guess Flareon, because I don't really have any nostalgic attachment to it. I know I didn't really get to use it either. Favorite type, water. I just think it's really cool, and I just wanted to go with the flow. Yeah, that wasn't great. No. Well, water type is my favorite type. I don't know why, I'm also kind of a watery person, I guess. Well, next up, least favorite type, normal. I don't even have, I don't really use normal type moves, let alone normal type Pokemon. The only normal type Pokemon I ever used on a playthrough, other than B-Barrel in a solo runner, my HM slaves, is Beware in my Ultra Moon playthrough, and it didn't even get to the Pokemon League. I replaced it with Necrozma. because Necrozma is better. Well, favorite starter, Charmander. Again, this was pretty obvious. When your favorite Pokemon is a starter, it is also your favorite starter. Usually. There's some weird people. It's my favorite starter. I already talked about it, so let's move on to my least favorite starter, Quilladin. I just think it's really badly designed, like a lot of mid-evolution starters. And I also didn't ever use one, or a Chestnut, nor did I ever use a Delphox, but you know, I think Braixen is better designed than Quilladin. My favorite gen is Gen 6 because it has Omega Ruby and Alpha Sapphire. I count them as Gen 6 games. The fact that they're in Hoenn does not mean they're Gen 3 games. My least favorite gen is 1. I think it has really bad games, you know, compared to Pokemon. The region doesn't have a lot of variety. It just everywhere grasslands and caves. I know there were console limitations, but I think they could try a bit harder. Like, maybe try a desert or something like that. The sprites were really bad. I don't care there were console limitations. It's bad even for a Game Boy. The mechanics were really glitched. There were bugs and glitches everywhere. That's what I meant. Psychic type was incredibly OP. More OP than Dragon type in Gens 2 to 5, if you ask me. It was so OP they had to introduce 2 types to balance it out. Dragon was so OP they had to introduce 1 type to balance it out. Or maybe they were lazy. I don't know. So, Gen 1, if you had a Mewtwo in Gen 1, you pretty much won the battle. So yeah, that's my thoughts on Gen 1. Compared to Pokemon, it's really bad. Well, next up is Swampert, my most nostalgic Pokemon. It's the first ever Pokemon I ever had, well, not including Silver or my Mudkip or my Marshtomp or you know what I mean. It just, I could always count on it. It was my first ever Pokemon to reach level 100. I made sure it would reach that before the other members. My second one was Kyogre. Not much else to say. Next up, my favorite region, Hoenn. It was my first ever region, and it's really seems really fun to live in. It's very diverse, a lot of water, which is fun. So yeah, that's all I have. please click on your mouse when the cursor is on the thumbs up button. Yeah, that was really bad. Just watch my other videos and subscribe if you really want to. Or if you just want to, or you think I'm great or I deserve more subs. And leave your answers to this quiz. The questions are in the description. Watch out for the surprise I'm giving you, if you don't already know what it is. And I guess that's all I have, so keep eating chocolate and may the Charmander be with you.